This makes me unexplainably happy. A lady told me I was a hero for returning her dog today. I found him 2 feet from the sign. Guide dog in training, guiding his way to my heart. They are called werewolves. Temporary dog park. 15 years of friendship. Absolutely cannot handle the cardboard dogs watching from the audience. Tell it about climate change. The dog stinkin' barks. This post haunts me every day. Oh damn, a dog is cooking. This is Milton. He's a firefighter. Likes to drive the truck, hoping he grows into his uniform soon. I'm about to set my house on fire just to see Milton. He's kinda weird, but I still love him. This is Ben. He has a beard, and he is human-sized. We get fun looks in traffic. Old and random, but here's my dog wrapped in an IKEA rug that was virtually indistinguishable from his body. Guys, my mom just tucked in my dog for his afternoon nap. We don't deserve dogs. I fell asleep on the trampoline and woke up to this. A dog doesn't care if you are rich or poor. All he knows is that he loves you very much. Most dogs feel some sort of guilt when they know they've done something wrong. Then there's my dog. He's never been more proud. My dog got out at 4 a.m. and rang the doorbell. Duality. Please Photoshop them together. Make them complete. The surgery was a success. The boy is complete. My boy and his best friend for years and years. I walked back into my apartment, greeted with the most "and where have you been" stance. Fam, just the gym and the store. Difference between dogs and cats. A short story of betrayal. This ain't cool. Don't look at my belly. I repeat, do not look at my belly. I looked at his belly. Just wanted a nice family photo. I bought a camera to spy on my dog while I was gone. I think he knows. Imagine banning the world's coolest dog. He thinks everything is a game. Maybe dogs lick us because they know there's bone underneath our skin. Pupils banned from feeding school dog after it ballooned to the size of a cow. I'm locked out of my dog's Facebook account that I created in 2010, and they won't let me back in unless I send over a copy of his driver's license. I have no choice but to teach him how to drive. I had trouble with the talent at my photo shoot yesterday. Baby Nugget, yes. The hotel I'm staying at puts a stuffed puppy on the bed. They allow their guests to dial the operator and they will bring the real pup to your room. I thought I was looking at some surreal art for a second. Are you saying it isn't? While my friend and I were out fishing, his dog broke out of his house and got herself a job. Full story? How did this happen? Please help me. They overbooked the flight and I have a dog birthday party to go to tomorrow. Pray for my sister's little woofer, Poncho. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He just freaks out whenever he's near a banana. A family went to a movie for 3 hours and came back to this. That one paw print on the bed. Wait, I'm not allowed on the bed. I'm such a good boy. When your husband says we have room for more dogs. I gave him a chicken twist stick and he's managed to lodge it in between his cheeks. This coffee shop in Greece opens its doors each night in the winter for stray dogs so that they will not freeze outside. Fine, you can sleep here, but only for tonight. I haven't found out what they broke yet. I sent my dog outside for standing on the dining room table. This was his response. Rebellion. Blind woman told to get off bus because guide dogs cannot be black. Bruh, imagine being blind and the bus driver is like, you can't come on, guide dogs aren't black. And you're just there, like, what the fuck is black? Daisy meeting her new sister for the first time. I think she likes her. This makes me so happy. What an idiot. The iron isn't even plugged in. He's trying, and that's all that matters. My dog has loose lips that get stuck on his gums after he yawns. A circus in Italy has been closed after trying to pass off 2 dogs as pandas. What's the problem? He started barking at the door. When I got up to look outside, he ran back and stole a slice of my pizza. No one was at the door. My neighbor thinks a dog has been pooping in his yard. God creates dog. Perfect. My work here is done. Hands got crumpled picture of human. Make me friends. They will destroy everything. They wouldn't do that to me. If you're really sure, wagging tail. Yes. Wife from the next room. I hope you haven't spent all your month's wages on something expensive and unnecessary again. Me. Hates everything. Pets dog. I guess shit ain't so bad. Does anyone know what to do when your dog deflates? Is there a special pump or something? A mischievous demon playing in front of the gates of heaven versus the angel about to obliterate it. Last night, my university gave an honoris master's degree to a service dog who sat through every one of his owner's classes. He then dressed appropriately for the ceremony, a dog with a better education than me. After being honked at several times while I was loading groceries, I turned around, ready to give my best irritated face, but then this old boy protecting his old boy from the rain. True love. My dog is never going to play frisbee with me again. My brother-in-law and sister get a dog every year for their wedding anniversary. They're on their 3rd year. It's not rude to interrupt someone to point out a dog. It's actually more polite because they don't miss out on a dog. Literally name one thing that's better than a dog. 2 dogs. She got to graduate with her service dog. Was blessed on a neighborhood walk by Remy. He's 15 years old and doesn't walk so well, but he he still loves to be outside. Clearly someone forgot how to dog, so he potatoed instead. Friend gave her dog an empty peanut butter jar last night, and he shared it with his stuffed puppy. Dog 1 is nervous for the big show. Dog 2 comforts him. I love this story. This dog is better at comforting goats than I am at comforting people. I was having a bad day, and this dog walked to my bus stop, sat on the bench, and asked me for pets. I'm now having a good day. Sometimes Pippa comes out for the daily delivery, but there's no mail for her to collect, so I have to improvise. My boys were separated for 2 years due to a divorce. My ex agreed today that I can keep my 9-year-old boy. I love it when the dogs are on guard, but not in full bark mode yet, so they just whisper. Alaskan flat tire. Service puppies hug his stuffed lamb after a long day of training. My sister's gentle giant German shepherd wears a bow tie everywhere because it makes people less intimidated and afraid of him. He smelled it, took it delicately into his mouth, then just dropped it on the floor and has barely touched it since, but I keep finding him with it near him while he is sleeping. What idiot called it a vet instead of a doctor? One of life's greatest mysteries. Dobby only brings me her pink bunny when I'm not feeling well. It's the same bunny we bought her when she was sick, so it clearly has feel better medicine in it. Poor old Trevor, the sausage dog, blew up like a balloon when an injury to his windpipe caused his body to fill with air. Luckily, he's all better now. Eyebrow game too strong. Sitting in a bar, and we asked the guy to take a picture of us, and he was like, "Do you want the dog in the picture?" And we were like, "Eh, why not?" Result being, this picture has made my day just a little better. I just want to share the progress that my little Wilbur has made, from alone, sick, and left for dead, to a loving forever home. So my pregnant dog had to get emergency surgery because her puppy wouldn't come out and it died, and she was so depressed. My mom bought her a puppy to make her happy, and she thinks it's her baby, and they bonded already. I like animals that look like they have information. I can't tell Tank no for nothing in the world, because then he does this, and it makes me feel horrible. There is a dog in my neighborhood who just sits on his balcony and judges people, and he is my absolute favorite. What a difference one day can make. Getting your dog to look at the camera can be very hard. I put a bagel on my head to get this picture. This is the last thing I saw before I died. Get a puppy, they said. Surely it won't murder you in your sleep, they said. Guys, if anyone asks, we found him like this, okay? Dog's so happy humans are always at home. Sprains his tail from excessive wagging. God creating dogs. Your man's best friend. Pretty sexist. No, man isn't ever- Fuck it. You can't talk. God. And chocolate kills you. Knoxville Zoo. Count your days. I want my money back. This is no lion. This is Meatball. He's going home for the very first time. So excited to have a human of his own. Thinking about what he is going to call you. Somebody put googly eyes on the photo at the veterinarian's office. Although I've been home for 2 straight months, I somehow still feel guilty leaving the house for any period of time. Do you ever look at your pet and just like, how are you even real? How is this level of cuteness even possible? Have you seen your own tiny paws? He fell asleep, waiting for me to finish working. I don't care, Becky. I'm posting it. We all look good. Sorry you can't take a decent picture. I pulled over to see if the doggy was okay, and this guy stood up and walked. This guy really fell asleep in the middle of the road. Please do not take panoramic pictures of your dog. My mum sent me these pictures of the hat she made for her dog, and I am cackling. It's my birthday. I'm 2. Happy birthday. Your dog, when someone rings the doorbell. Just started shopping and he already slept. When you leave the TV on for your dog on a news channel and come home 8 hours later. Buddy's freedom ride picture. He loves his new family. Matching socks with my boy. This is how it works, in case you didn't know. There is no such thing as not suffering. Suffer later, or suffer now. The more things change, the more they stay the same. People thousands of years from now will think we worship Scooby-Doo. It's dinner time, and one of the dogs is blind. To all dogs laying down, will you please just stay laying down, even if I get up? I swear, I'm not doing anything important, and I will be right back, and you look so cozy. I love you, and I just want you to be happy. New discovery, we have found out why pretzels are shaped like this. Walked into a local ATV shop to find a part for my bike. The blonde receptionist was cute, but she didn't speak much. Why does this dog look like it just bought you a drink from across the bar? A dog, Switzerland, 15th century. Here is a good boy, training to be a great boy. Look at this good dog I just saw in Canada. I've spotted a rare sighting here. It's the vicious Krog. If spotted, please contact animal control. Please be careful. It's not that I want 2 dogs, it's just I want my dog to get a dog. It doesn't matter where you're sitting on the plane. If this happens, you're in first class. I found what I want to do with my life. The puppy bowl referee. This pit bull wouldn't leave the shelter without the chihuahua he was protecting, so the owner adopted both. When you dress like that, it's putting a steak in front of a dog. What do you expect? Peanut butter is basically my dog's favorite thing in the world. You know why he's not even touching it? I said, no. This is Ruby and Max. They pick up a piece of litter on every walk. Sometimes their ears get tangled, but the planet is worth it. 14 out of 10. So this is what I get from Match.com when I ask for someone tall, handsome, and dark, who enjoys quiet evenings watching TV. How old were you when you found out what these were actually used for? I was today years old. Oh no, somebody spilled all their puppies. The small neighbor human came over after school to try to get me to eat their homework. While I don't condone such behavior, I absolutely complied. Blue was so ready for the party, and she wasn't allowed because she's a pit bull. Screw PetSmart. Small Scooby. His name is Scrappy. 10 in bed. A group of larval gentle aliens intact the sacred ritual of the cuddle puddle. I will pull a human through a snowstorm for 3 days. Dogs no. Please pull me. I can't walk. Our dog asking our old grumpy cat to play with her. When your armor doesn't match, but the stats are too good to pass up. If I win the lottery, I probably won't tell anyone, but there will be signs. Dog runs away from home and sneaks into a Metallica concert. An innocent bag. Crinkles. Dogs. Very sorry human. I dropped a Trito while doing a speedo. Street dog. Come here, boy. At your service, my king. I bought a dog at IKEA. Not sure if I followed the manual correctly. Sorry, sir. We don't have the facilities for a CAT scan, but we can certainly get you a lab report. This puppy apparently escaped from a car in the parking lot, so someone brought him to guest services, and we got to keep an eye on him while we tried to find his owners. His name was Jax. We found his mum eventually. I miss him already. This argument is serious. You think I dug this hole? Psh, I'd like to see you prove that. Just look at my face. Is it not the most innocent face you've ever seen? Plus 10 armor, plus 20 frost resistance, minus 10 speed. Taking selfies with my friends, like, won't settle for another spot. I need one. This dog walked up to this guy and would not go away, so the guy just started reading Harry Potter to him. I am very happy to be here. These people are my friends. I'm glad everyone is having fun. Danger. The dog has a gun and refuses to take his medication. Looks away from dog for 1 second. Dog. Touch for attention. My dog's daycare helped her make me a Mother's Day present. I'm not crying. A guy in Yaletown put his dog on a parked police bike so he could take a photo. A cop came over to intervene and offered to put his helmet on the dog for added authenticity. The dog groomer noticed my daughter had unicorns on her dress, so he sent our dog home in this unicorn bandana so they would match, then gave us 3 additional unicorn bandanas for later. I just heard my husband call the dog a fucking liar because he barked like someone was at the door and there was no one there. I love overhearing dog owners talking to their dogs. Example, I was petting this dog who seemed happy, but then suddenly growled at me, so I left. As I turned the corner, I could hear his owner saying to him, "You always do this, Oscar. You drive away your friends." I was walking my dog today, and this little boy stopped to pat her and was asking questions about her. He wanted to know where I got her, and I said she was adopted from a shelter. Boy, have you told her yet? What? Have you told her that she's adopted? Yes, she knows. That's good. You should never keep a secret from a dog. I'm on a work conference call at home with 20 people on it. Someone's dog started barking. Then my dog started barking. Then everyone's dog started barking. Everyone lost it laughing, and the meeting host had to apply a global mute. It took a few minutes to get things back under control. This is officially the best meeting I've ever been on. My favorite thing about big dogs is when you push them over, they're just like, oh, I'm lying down now. Someone might scratch my stomach. I might nap. Endless possibilities. Whereas you push little dogs over and they're like, vengeance, death before dishonor. My favorite thing is when you're not talking to a dog and then they just look at you and their tail starts wagging but like unsure, and then you start talking to them and it gets a little faster, and then you get all excited and they get all excited. It's just wonderful. It's weird how cats vary in sizes and colors but still look pretty similar. Then there are dogs who can range from this fucking close to being a bear all the way down to small angry potato. Dogs are one of the most diverse species in existence. This is Duke. Duke tried to go through the cat door of the baby's gate, meant specifically to keep him out of the basement and away from the cat food. Duke is not in fact a cat. Duke has shamed his ancestors and knocked over a lamp. Oh my god. After John was hospitalized, he was forced to give his dog to the shelter. When his nurse, Jennifer, heard about this, she immediately went and adopted John's dog so that she could bring it to him and visit while he completes his rehabilitation. Am I a dog or a cat person? I don't know, man. Are you an inhale or exhale person? Shut up and hand me a damn animal so I can talk to it in a weird voice. I like that at some point you can tell the video games designers figured out that if you're going to put a dog in the game, you have to make it so people can pet the dog, or else everyone is going to get really mad at you. The older I get, the more dog I become. Obsessed with being given affection and being told I'm doing good. Losing my damn mind every time I go for a nice walk. Terrified of the the doorbell. Professor brought his dog in today and gave us a pop quiz. How do you feel about Maggie? She's a good dog. She's a very good dog. Yes, she is. She's the best dog. She's the ideal dog. I don't like dogs, but despite my general dislike of all things canine, I make an exception for Maggie because that's how great she is. Dogs. Thunder makes loud boom boom sounds. It's scary. Also dogs. Master, I have tracked the mailman down to where he and his family live. Give the word and I will eliminate them. So my dog is a 210-pound Great Dane who has never had a toy smaller than a car tire before, and he always rips them to shreds within weeks. Recently, my sister got him the biggest toy she could find in the doggy toy section, a toy owl about the size of my dog's head. Canine Cairo gets a final salute as they walk him in to be put to sleep after a battle with cancer. What a good boy. Everyone salute. Thank you for your service.